What's up, OSIMA Ball Reviews? Keegan here, and today we're talking about arsenal prep for heavy oil. I'm bowling on this pattern. It'll be right here-ish. It's the Bracket Challenge Canadian pattern, which makes sense since it's been so freaking cold in Knoxville. But it's 43 feet, but that's a medium length. So we're not really having to deal with length, but the mils, it's 34.82 mils. That's almost 35. That's extremely heavy. And it's also super flat at only 2.05 to 1. That's basically a lot of oil spread pretty evenly. It's going to be a pretty rough pattern. So today I'm just talking about what I'm bringing to bowl on this. You're like, well, my plan is for just having the most versatile options I can without bringing stuff that I don't think I even have a chance of using. So you're going to notice a lot of dull and solid covers in this list, but with that much oil and it's a slicker center, kind of what I have to bring. Starting off, of course, just a spare ball. It's you just need to bring a spare ball. Like, that's just kind of, there's no ifs, and or buts. Bring a spare ball. If you throw urethane as a spare ball, that counts, but just, I've been throwing plastic more lately. Yeah, spare ball, first ball in the bag. Second one, for something like this, it's just going to be the ball that's just going to hook. The ball that you know is going to hook. The ball that it's designed to dig through heavy oil. My ball for this position is the Atlas. Something like a Mindset or Extreme Envy. Maybe even like a... I'm blanking on the name. Radical released one at some point this past year. That was a pretty good heavy oil ball. I forget the name of it though. Katana Strike. That's the one I was trying to think of. With surface, that one's pretty good in oil. Something like that. Something just real heavy, real chuggy, real diggy. An Archetype, Original Paragon, something like that. That's what I would want to bring. Just the Atlas I'm bringing because while yes, it's very, very strong and diggy and oil, it actually still has a little bit of shape to it, which I'm going to want. I'm bringing mine at 1,000. I'll have a little like kind of checklist thing going on over here as I go through, so you'll just be able to kind of like see quickly what I'm bringing to this. But yeah, I'm bringing my Atlas at 1,000. The next ball down from that, I would want to bring something just a little bit cleaner for the transition. Still at a lower surface. Like, I literally don't have anything in this bag above 2. I do have a 3K pad with me, just in case I do need to bring something up a little bit. But in the bag, before practice starts, the max everything is in is 2. But I'm bringing a Perfect Mindset. It's just a little bit cleaner, little bit rounder, touch more shape overall. That would be a good step down from the Atlas for me. After that, something strong and smooth in the upper mid category is what I would look at. I'm bringing a Piranha. It's the cover super strong, it's super diggy, but it's smoother, less shape overall than the Atlas, and it's symmetric shape, essentially is and that's what I'm looking for. Other than that, something weaker than the Atlas and Perfect, like your top two, around the same amount of hook as your third option, but more shape. I'm putting a Black Widow 2.0 in that slot, the solid, not the 3.0, not the hybrid. Don't have those. I do have a 2.0 solid though. After that, I would move to something a touch cleaner than either of those, but something a little bit more controllable with that clean. And this is like, as you know, the oil transitions and everything, you're going to want these kind of options. I'm going with an Infinity in that slot. I really like the Infinity. It controls the back end really well. And if it's one of those where there starts to be shape on the back end and I don't need it, I would probably go to the Infinity after the Piranha. If there isn't shape, but I need a little bit more, I'd go to the Black Widow, and they're kind of in that same range for me, but they're not too, like, they're extremely different, like, shapes and reactions, but in terms of overall board coverage, they're going to be pretty similar. I'm keeping that one at 2,000. The Piranha is going to be at 15. Black Widow is going to be at 2. The next step down I have from that is actually going to be a Teal Rhino Pro. I bring that ball with me everywhere. I can always trust that reaction. It's my favorite ball. If everything else just starts to get too early, too strong, I know I'm going to have the Rhino as that option, because everyone's going to be using Surface. Everyone. So as the right side kind of blows up, the Rhino is going to be an option to move into to get a little bit more length, a little bit more control out of everything else. Something similar idea, just kind of a little bit of a different look, a little bit more flare, definitely a little bit more hook than the Teal Rhino, but just kind of, it's in the same level. It's just a Hammer Scorpion original, not the Sting or the low flare. I'm excited for my low flare though. I'm super excited for that one. But it's just, once again, at 2,000. Most of these are at 2,000. I'm going to be honest with you. But just having that kind of slightly kind of step to the side from the Teal Rhino in the Scorpion is going to just give me a look that if the Rhino's just not quite there, there's not enough friction for the Rhino, the Scorpion's going to be able to take advantage of it a little bit more because it just has a stronger core. And the cover's a little bit stronger. Not too much, but enough. After that, I have one more option in the back. I'm bringing 9. That's kind of standard for me if it's going to be something kind of local. But I'm bringing the new blue. I'm kind of looking at it as if people are starting a little bit inside, because there's always a chance, because a lot of guys here around here have a good bit of hand. If they're starting closer to the inside, if there's going to be oil in the fronts pretty far right, even if the mid and down lane have kind of blown up a little, I could switch to the new blue and stay further right of everyone. I have it at 500. I get around it, so I kind of need to do that anyways, but it's just kind of an option. Or if just playing straighter is going to be the move, well, a lot of these others can play straighter, like the Piranha, the Infinity, the Rhino, even the Scorpion and the Perfect Mindset are actually pretty good at playing straighter. The Atlas is kind of just good wherever. Same with actually a lot of these, they're pretty versatile, like side to side on the lane. But the new blue is going to be really good playing straighter and just getting control out of the ball. And while I don't know if I'm going to use it, I'd rather have it and not even think about touching it than not have it with me and be like, that is the one ball that I should have brought. With it, we built something similar to this last year at Crest as well. So there are certain balls that I just did not bring. Like, I didn't bring my Quantum Evo Response, I didn't bring my Ethos, my Theorem. All bowling balls that I like, but they're just not what I'm going to see to use. I could have brought a Speed if I really wanted to. I would probably have placed in, instead of the Black Widow, I would have brought a Speed if I was to switch that in. But I'm thinking the Black Widow is probably going to see a little bit more use than the Speed did. I don't know that for sure, but that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. But yeah, that's what I'm doing this weekend. Probably won't be a tournament vlog. I don't have anyone coming with me to help me man the camera, and I don't feel like filming like 4 hours of tournament to have to sit through all that and edit it. I may get a couple shots because one of my buddies will be there, but he's also bowling, so can't really help me out there. Anyways, I've been OSIMA Ball Reviews. Oh shoot, I missed again, and I hope I don't miss y'all next time. Thanks for watching.